friend of mine asked me to contribute a video to this campaign. It's a friend who thinks of me as probably more historically literate than I am, but he wanted me to bring a little historical context to what's going on and to stopping Trump and stopping Mitch. And here's the thing, it's all about voting and voter suppression. And I'm going to do a hat change from my great Adam Schiff hat to this little number, this little sporty number from the 1860s. Once upon a time, we had a civil war. Maybe you remember it. And Reconstruction initially gave African Americans the right to vote and protected that right to vote at the beginning. And here's what happened in that first post-Civil War election of Reconstruction. Massive African American voter turnout. Suddenly we had African American legislators for the first time, mayors, state office, anything you could run for. Black men, still exclusively men, ran for and won all over the South because African Americans, then as now, were a large proportion of the Southern population. Well, the worst people in America noticed how that went when African Americans had full access to their voting rights. So they decided to do a little something about that. Whole bunch of repressive laws called Jim Crow. Now, in the early Reconstruction, General Grant, now President Grant, his commitment to fulfilling the promise of what all those men had fought and died under him for, he lived up to that promise. He more or less crushes the Klan. The Congress passes anti-Ku Klux Klan laws. But by his second term, sabotaged by corruption within his administration, not personal corruption, he no longer has the political clout to fight back as hard. And by the end of his second term, Reconstruction is dead. Black voting rights are under attack all over the South. And when I say under attack, I think people don't really know how bad it was. When they think about the Klan, when they think about voter suppression in the South after the Civil War up to the 1960s, they think about a single man being dragged out of a house in the middle of the night and hanged. No, there were massacres. New Orleans was the site of one, where a gathering of Republicans, black and white, but predominantly black, was set upon and all of them murdered in the building they were gathering in. And we're not talking 10 people or 20 people. We're talking about a couple hundred people. This was more common an occurrence than your history teacher told you when they connected the dots between Abe Lincoln and Rosa Parks and painted a rosy climax to the whole thing for you. And here's where we're at today. The same horrible people that realized that black suffrage destroyed their hopes and dreams for oppression, those same people exist today. They are Mitch McConnell and Donald Trump and anyone who votes for them. They realize that all of their agendas fail when the targets of their oppression come out at votes. So they do everything they possibly can to hold down that vote. As I speak, you're hearing police helicopters overhead, which are a part of that process of oppression and intimidation. So here's the thing. We got to finally win the Civil War. General Grant did a great job on General Lee, and he did a pretty good job on the Ku Klux Klan. But eventually, America failed him, failed the experiment, failed Black Americans, and continues to do so. We need to vote these people out. We need to end gerrymandering. We need to end poll taxes. We need to end every form of oppression that silences the votes, the voices, the souls of Americans. Get rid of Mitch. Get rid of Trump. That's the mission. Thank you.
Let's do this.